fashion inspiration. This seems to be a topic most people are obsessed with. Inspo, curation, personal style seem to be the buzzwords on YouTube's fashion corner. In this video, I wanted to give you guys a bit of a different approach on fashion inspiration because this word has been getting thrown around very loosely and it's pretty much a bunch of recycled fashion improvement bullshit. And this is coming from someone who not only enjoys wearing clothes, I also make and sew garments as well. Plans of releasing my own clothing line in the near future. Let's talk about some unique places where you can find fashion inspo. The first one being Xbox 360 avatars. Now, back then, when Xbox actually gave a fuck about being Xbox, you were able to customize your avatar with a variety of different styles. Being the fact that the Xbox was released in the mid-2000s, mainly a bunch of 2000s clothing, there is a lot of 2000s fashion inspo you could find in Xbox 360 avatars. Imagine just telling someone that you modeled your outfit after this random Xbox avatar. You could take a look at this specific example right here. Skull t-shirts, relaxed fitted or bootcut jeans. We could just say these are Converse. Something that I also admire about Xbox 360 avatars is that they actually have realistic clothes you could wear, which made these avatars feel so much more personal to the player. The hairstyles as well really weren't even that bad. These spiky hairstyles are pretty cool during the 2000s. If you want to find direct 2000s fashion inspo, I would say one of the best places you can look at are Xbox 360 avatars. But the same can be said for Flash games. There's a point in time where Flash games ruled the internet. We were probably just too young to realize how stylish these little pixelated characters were. Any of the Papa, like pizzeria kind of game, they had some of the most dripped out motherfuckers you'll ever see. Chuck, I think it was the wings. I think it was the game with the fucking chicken wings. He's wearing an orange button up, some blue jeans, and he's wearing these fly ass chunky shoes. You're gonna sit here and tell me this isn't an outfit you would wear right now? This is real world fashion inspo. You know, fucking Flash game. There's so many characters that come and go in this video game. I can make a whole video just talking about the fashion in this game, which is fucking hilarious to me. If you also take a look at this black ass motherfucker, Taylor. Bro, come on, man. They even have emo characters in this game. This game was honestly ahead of its time, man. I can remember playing this game on my desktop 10 or 11 years old. I'm 20 years old now. That kind of feels like a fucking century ago. These games also have that early 2010s, mid 2000s feel. So a lot of that fashion is going to be curated towards that. But another thing I love about this game, other than the fact that it kept me from paying attention in class, love how expressive the character designs are. Kind of like wild one that I'm going to throw out there. Fancy Pants Adventures. You can't tell me this is you can't tell me this stick figure doesn't have that shit on. You could just tell if this was a real world person, he would be fly as fuck. He's wearing some orange balloon pants. I think I'm actually gonna make a pair of pants inspired by this little motherfucker right here. I have two more Flash games that I'm gonna give you guys that can give you some fashion inspo. Another one of them being Cactus McCoy. You know, I don't even think I have to explain myself much here. Whoever the character designer was for this game, shout out to that person. A Flash game we're probably all familiar with, Skull Kid. Now, if you were a little ass boy during the 2000s, early 2010s, you probably played this game. Looking back at it now, this little fucking maniac had that shit on. Something that makes this outfit work, part of the reason why I put it in this video, is just how basic the outfit is. Man, maybe I do just have baggy blindness. But other than Flash games, this may seem like an obvious one, but it's also something a lot of people overlook, and it's dress up game. Or in fact, just character creation in general. I know there used to be a lot of like character creator websites. I don't know if they make those websites anymore. To be honest with you, I'm not really on the internet that much. Admittedly, dress up games isn't something I played a lot growing up, especially as a boy. A lot of people looked at you like you were gay or more feminine if you actually cared about the way you looked, let alone tried to dress up and look nice. Especially if you're a boy playing dress up games on a Nintendo 3DS, your parents would probably question where the fuck they went wrong. I was more into the character creation aspect of video games. I love the WWE character customization. Even the skate games, Halo games had very good armor customization. And I know there are dress up games like Fashion Design New York, a bunch of other games that you could find on the DS. Even Roblox, very popular game nowadays, is Dress to Impress. If you've ever babysat or have a little sibling, probably obsessed with not only Roblox, but Dress to Impress as well. Who knows? Maybe they're gonna be a fashion designer or a stylist in the future. I know we mentioned Flash games, dress up games, but you can honestly find inspiration from just video games in general. In fact, I made a video talking about fashion in video game. I recommend you check that video out after this one. Kids cartoon. You're telling me you wouldn't wear Ben 10's outfit in real life? Fuck a Halloween costume, bro. I would deadass dress like Ben 10. Or especially Danny Phantom. I could go on and talking about kids cartoons. I honestly just want to point out two notable cartoons. Ed, and Eddie. Out of these four little fucking rascals, I want you guys to let me know who has the best outfit and which outfit you would wear IRL. I feel like I'm about to ascend to heaven right now with the sun glistening on me. And the second cartoon that I want to point out is Kids Next store. You're a real one if you watch this cartoon, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. You can definitely take a lot of inspiration from the color coordinating of these characters. Falling under kind of the same category are dolls. Dolls are obviously a direct source of fashion inspo, especially if you still have your dolls stored away somewhere. You can take a lot of fashion inspo from them, whether that's Barbie, Rath's doll. Mannequins are also another source of inspiration that you can find for your outfits. This is honestly one of the best fashion inspo you can have. Display mannequins at shopping malls or clothing stores are almost guaranteed to be wearing a nice outfit. These mannequins are always built to look good. The clothing that they have on are clothes that the store wants to sell, so they're gonna make sure that they make it look as stylish as possible. But something that's also super underrated about mannequins don't have just one set style. You can literally put any piece of clothing on a mannequin. Next source of inspo is something I personally use a lot: clothing catalogs. If you do decide to use clothing catalogs as a source of fashion inspo, this is going to be more for vintage clothing. You'll also find a wide variety of styles through these clothing catalogs: jinkos, casual wear, winter wear, sports wear. You'll practically find anything in here. Even the kids section of the clothing catalogs are very stylish. These clothes obviously aren't going to be on the market anymore, but if you really wanted to, you could probably find these clothes on Depop, Vinted, or even at your local thrift store. Old magazines or just vintage advertisements. Also really cool just to look at these, just to see what people used to wear and how much fashion has changed since then. Another source of fashion inspiration are army uniforms. This is something you probably already do without realizing it. Pretty much all of our clothes are inspired from the military. Bomber jackets, trench coats, and even t-shirts were originally made for the military. A lot of designers do take inspiration from military wear, and it's really evident to see, especially when you take a look at some of these runway looks. Like trench coats are one of my favorite pieces of clothing. Trench coat is one of the things on my thrifting bucket list. Construction gear is another one. I want to talk about Japanese workwear and American workwear. There's a lot of inspiration that you could take from both of them. In Japan, Japanese workers wear a piece of clothing known as Kobe pants, which are just these very ballooned out pairs of pants that kind of look almost cartoonish. Japanese construction workers value flexibility. Meanwhile, in America, construction workers hold more value toward durability. Carhartt, Dickies, resellers go crazy over Carhartt. I actually knew someone who used to just stand outside of the construction sites just so he could buy the workers' clothing when they were done with their shift. That guy was on some shit. Construction wear is something that's being implemented more and more into casual wear. Distressed clothing and clothes with a lot of paint splatter are super popular. I actually like distressed clothing. I think it gives it a lot of personality. It sort of adds a backstory to your outfit. Now, if you like food, you're gonna like this next source of inspiration because this source is food itself. More specifically, food labeling. Now, this is gonna be more for the color of your outfit. If you haven't noticed, at least in the US, food labels are very eye-popping due to its vibrant colors. We can talk about all the food in the world, but I want to talk more about cereal boxes. Cereal boxes are very good at mixing colors together and just building contrast. Cereal box that I actually really like, Cheerios. Cheerios have a really nice color palette. The mixes of brown and yellow, these are colors you can definitely implement into something like a painting. And of course, your outfit. Next time you go to the grocery store, take a moment to just look at the food labels. Just look at the colors they use because everything is intentional. They spend so much time just talking about what color they want their cereal box to be. This is all part of marketing at the end of the day. Same thing with movie covers and sports logos. Fonts. You can genuinely dress like a font. Wisdom K even made a video about this. Like, I feel like a very mysterious, elegant style would fall under Times New Roman. Now, this one may seem obvious. Nature is one of the best forms of inspiration. If you like wearing darker color, natural disasters and abandoned buildings could be very good inspiration. If you have more of a coquette, soft aesthetic, you could definitely take a lot of inspiration from a sunny day and flower blossoms. The weather inspires us already, whether that's our mood, our energy. When it's hot and sunny outside, probably gonna feel more inclined to wear brighter colors. One of my favorite fabrics is corduroy, just because it really reminds me of the texture of a tree. I sewed a pair of corduroy pants myself, and it's one of my everyday pieces in my wardrobe now. Whenever I wear those pants, I always get at least one compliment, and someone always says something about me looking earthy. I actually kind of find it as an insult. No hate for any of these earthy people, but that's definitely not the category I want to fall under. Yeah, man, in case you haven't noticed, inspiration can literally be anything. You can even be inspired by the way something smells, whether you want to take fashion inspiration from flash games, military wear, magazines, or even cereal boxes. Inspiration is inspiration at the end of the day, and it's something that should hit home for you. My camera is about to die. If you want to be a part of this channel, like and subscribe. We're on the road to 50K, Q&A at 50K subscribers. If you want to leave any questions in the comments, that would be much appreciated. Join my Discord. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and as always, see you soon.